13th round here, your main man, Kenny Caraway. And yesterday, I broke down Wilder, Fury 3, the classic that it was, and what such a memorable fight it was. Now, as I put Wilder and Fury to bed for a little bit, because there's other things going on in boxing, and I would have spent about a week and a half talking about these two, but they deserve it. I'm going to put them to bed right here because I'm going to talk about what's next for both of these guys. And when you have, let's start with the winner, Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury doesn't have much of a challenge left in all the boxing. Yeah, there's a big money fight out there with Anthony Joshua. Yeah, he's probably going to try and unify it with Alexander Usyk. Yeah, they got Dillian White out there. But I don't think any of those guys pose the same threat that Deontay Wilder does. Tyson Fury is probably going to face Usyk or White because Usyk's got to do the AJ rematch. So he's probably going to face White, beat him, beat Usyk to become undisputed. And once he becomes undisputed, I don't think he's going to fight again. I think he'll retire. I think he'll retire as the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. So that's what's going on with Fury. I see him fighting for maybe another 2 or 3 years. Deontay Wilder, on the other hand, I thought at 36 years old and kind of the punishment that he had taken in the last 2 fights, he may be going towards the lane of retirement. He has nothing left to prove in this game. He's a guy that is probably the number 2 heavyweight in the world, and there's only one man in the world that can beat him. And that's frustrating. I understand that. But there's still something to hold your head up about with that. Malik Scott, he said Deontay's not retiring, though. So when you talk about Deontay Wilder fights and the way that he fights, there's still some good ones out there. He could fight an Andy Ruiz. He could have a huge fight with Anthony Joshua. He could fight a number of different guys and be in live and engaging fights. If he doesn't want to retire, he can still fight and make a lot of money. So these two you will continue to see in one way or another for at least the next few years. It's the 13th round.